Hey gentlemen, welcome back to Alpha Legacy. I'm sure you've observed that the modern era is beginning to take on an intriguing pattern. At this point in the late 2010s, certain things were prohibited even to say, and you were tongue-tied. Saying anything about the red pill on the internet back when political correctness first appeared felt illegal, but things now appear different. Take Andrew Tate, for example, and how he quickly became well-known. Many men today appreciate and concur with the message. The only way to achieve such a large fan base is by expanding on an already existing movement and using its supporter network, and by God, the number of red pillars is now in the millions. Many more men speak about the nature of women and masculinity, in addition to Andrew Tate, including Mgtows, Hamza, and many other gurus. The past gurus would never have thought of doing these things, but times have changed. The red pill movement has taken hold of the internet, and more men are embracing its tenets. Suppose you follow the red pill movement for a while. In that case, you already know that this was inevitable, but for the benefit of the new guys and other observers, let me explain why the red pill movement has been so successful worldwide. The first justification is a little debatable because I've never heard anyone say that, but I believe it makes logical sense. Because it was predominantly a Western movement, the red pill was used only to be found in obscure places on the internet. However, access to the internet is increasingly expanding globally. It is exposed to guys from all over the world, and I believe they have made substantial contributions to the red pill movement. In the 2000s, only wealthy non-Westerners could buy computers and phones, but today, young men from all walks of life are emerging. These folks are from the bottom and are aware of what the movement advocates. They may identify with this movement significantly because they weren't all wealthy and lucky when they were born. Add to that people in the third world are more in denial of feminism than those in the West. The red pill's message is powerful, a comprehensive manual many men can understand, and a movement based on truth. Even if we take this factor out, it still doesn't change the fact that this will always be the primary driver of the movement's growth. Experience and a deeper comprehension of human nature and evolutionary biology are the sources of everything in it. It makes sense, contrary to feminism, modern transgender movements, and other political movements, because it is not attempting to guide humanity in a direction that contradicts our nature, makes no sense to us, or is even somewhat possible. The emphasis on ladies and femininity has taken over the world. We see a predominance of females whenever we consider pop cultural movements and support movements. Even the diversions and interests we have created for ourselves are not masculine. Think about how feminine it is to watch television, play video games, and read books for entertainment. While there is nothing wrong with performing these, men did not traditionally spend their whole leisure time doing them. Men are defined by their sense of adventure, ability to work well in a team, and desire to develop and conquer, qualities that are sorely lacking in today's culture. There are few remaining simple mentors, and these components are no longer present. There are no purely high-value masculine men everywhere. Before you could find men like these in every town, street, and alley, your grandfather was probably one of them. These men were wise because they have lived long lives and could offer logical advice. Now in majorly any school, none of the mentors are present. We have PE teachers incapable of running even a mile and intellectual counselors who lean toward the left wing. Personal development is really necessary apart from studying and reading books all day. There is no encouragement to adopt behaviors that make men happy and no direction for young men to learn something or help them transition from a boy to a man, but the mentorship doesn't stop with young men. Many older men are dissatisfied with their lives. Some are trapped in relationships they don't desire. One man sobbed in front of his fiancée before she deserted him, and he is now enraged. He is hurt and mad and finds it hard to comprehend how a lady who has loved him for a long time could treat him this way. The red pill can be the only unifying factor for all of these individuals and the ideal link and mentor for gentlemen in the 21st century. It's a gathering place for men who have discovered the truth, comprehended the essential nature of women and the current legal system, and want to impart that knowledge to younger men. More than that, they wanted the younger men to embrace their manhood. Every young man desires that in their heart but doesn't know how. He has consistently heard that stereotypical masculine characteristics are unhealthy and should not be embraced in the modern world. He craves a space to express his anger and embrace his manliness deep down. He learns how to accomplish it via the red pill, which tells him to get out of his rut and take care of himself. After concentrating on something more important than staring at chicks all day, he will eventually understand the true nature of women. We don't want to scare him or instill hatred for women in him, but we want to make him aware that regardless of what women say, they will act, behave, and judge you in a certain way. To avoid becoming one of those guys who got turned down by a woman, you must grasp what women desire if you want to succeed with them. The red pill enables men who are already in relationships to take control of their relationships and embrace their masculine traits. In a sense, we are educating guys about their potential and assisting them in realizing it. Our longer-term objective is to inform them of the laws governing divorce, harassment claims, rape allegations, and jail time. Every man needs to be aware of these things so he doesn't succumb to them until he has got his shit together. Today's legal systems are exceedingly skewed because a woman's word is more valuable than a man's. All it takes for a woman to ruin a man's life and career is cheating on her husband or accusing him of something he didn't commit. She will obliterate his heart and financial condition in one swift action, leaving him with nothing. Millions of helpless guys have experienced these things. We want to inform them and warn them that they, too, are susceptible, so they should exercise caution. We need to educate guys about the realities of this world until we have a sizable enough following to obtain a political majority. We want to show guys how the world works and what's wrong with the contemporary world. Twitter seizes every chance to normalize the red pill today. In the middle of this madness, it might be challenging to determine what is expected. Stupid left-wing ideological ideas are thus for a reason, so you can only rely on the red pill to provide you with the right direction. You and every other young man should aspire to have a better life and honor your forefathers. By doing this, we still have a chance to transform the world and save modern lunacy from destroying the West. That is all for today, gentlemen. If you want to see similar videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Press the bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos.